Hey everyone, this is Video Game Fan 1999 here, and it is now time for me to do another birthday special here on my channel, and this time it is for none other than myself. That's right everybody, it is my 27th birthday special. If some of you guys may know, I do have a birthday coming up in a couple of weeks on June 6th, and on that day is where I'm going to be turning 27 years old, which is very exciting. So we're going to celebrate that occasion by playing a whole lot of my favorite games. So yeah, I always get very excited about my birthday every single year for how special it is in my life, and wherever you guys are out there in the world, I want to thank you all for stopping on by to celebrate my birthday with me, which definitely really means a lot. So yeah, we're going to be in for a big celebration here, and this is definitely going to be a lot of fun right here for what I do have in store for you all. So yeah, I definitely am really looking forward to doing this, to count down to my special day coming up, and it's really going to be such a blast right here for what we're going to be in for. So yeah, with that being said, I'm ready to go ahead and get started here with my 27th birthday special, and I hope you guys all enjoy it as much as I will. So yeah, anyways, for our first segment, we are going to be starting things off with Super Mario Brothers for the NES. So let's jump right into it. And while we are getting into this game, this is actually take 2 of me recording this first segment because the power went out on me, unfortunately, in the middle of my first take. So it was not that great right here of how that happened right here. So all because of that, the footage from my first take went to waste. So hopefully everything for the second take will work out a whole lot better. But anyways, let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the game right now and see what happens. So, like always, we're going to do a one-player game. And let's start off with World 1-1. Alright, let's of course get that mushroom. Let's also get a 1-up right here to help us out. And there's the fire flower. Alright, now let's go get the star. Alright, 5,000 points at the end of the first level. That is fantastic. Alright, now we're going to go to World 1-2. Alright, going underground now. Nice try, Goomba. There's another star. Alright, another 1-up. Alright, made it through that level very well. Ah, damn, I messed up on the jump right there while trying to get to the top of the flagpole. Oh well. So it looks like we're going to get 800 points this time. Alright, let's go to World 1-3. gonna get 5,000 points at the end of that level. Alright, now on to World 1-4. We don't need to worry about that item box right here since I do have a fire flower with me. Ah, shoot! We got hit by the fire bar there, so there goes my fire flower. But the good news is that we are still going to take down Bowser. Thank you, Mario. But our princess is in another castle. Alright, we're going to World 2-1 now. Let's go get that mushroom. And there's a fire flower over here that we can get. Yeah, get out of here, punks. There's another star. And we're gonna get another 5,000 points at the end of that level. We're also gonna get one firework there as well, so that's pretty nice. Alright, now on to World 2-2, and we're gonna be going underwater. Oh, I don't think so, Cheep Cheeps. I shot down that blooper very well there. Alright! We made it to the end of that level right there. And there's another 5,000 points. That's awesome. Alright, now time for World 2-3. Try to watch out for flying Cheep Cheeps on this level. We just got a 1-up for collecting 100 coins. Ah, darn it. I messed up on my jump right there on the flagpole. That's alright. So it looks like we're going to get 800 points on that one. But on the bright side, we do get 6 fireworks, so that kind of makes up for it. Alright, now we're on to World 2-4. Oh wow, actually I got there somehow. That already served as a great shortcut. Alright, let's go find Bowser again. Got him! Thank you, Mario. But our princess is in another castle. Alright, let's head off to World 3-1. Yeah, how you like me now, suckers? Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get this star now. And we are going to get ourselves 5,000 points at the end of that level. I will gladly take it. Alright, let's head over to World 3-2. Oh, no! Come on! That was stupid of how I missed that Goomba there with my fireball, so I was trying to knock out. Oh, well. At least we are going to get ourselves a mushroom right there. And there's a star right here that we can get as well. And that's another level completed, and we just got ourselves another 5,000 points. Alright, heading over to World 3-3. Let's grab that fire flower. And there's another 5,000 points once again. How about that? Alright, heading over to World 3-4. Alright, time to go up against Bowser again. See ya! Thank you, Mario. For the princess is in another castle. Alright, now it's time for World 4-1. Now we gotta watch out for Lakitu and his Spinies. I made it! Let me very quickly get some coins right down from this block. And let's see if we can possibly get to the top of the flagpole here. Ah, jeez. I kind of messed that up. Well, we were almost at the top of the flagpole, but 2,000 points is still pretty good. Alright, let's head over to World 4-2. We're back underground here. Alright, let me look around here for a coin block to hit. Alright, there it is. And that'll help us get another 1-up for collecting 100 coins. Let's also go ahead and hit those hidden blocks to get a little bit more coins. Okay, we made it to the end of that level. And there's 5,000 points right there on the flagpole this time. Nicely done. Now let's go to World War III. Oh, darn it. I missed the platform right there that I was trying to jump to. That was ridiculous. So that's our first life lost right there. But let's try again. Okay, that's better. And we are going to get 5,000 points at the end of that level as well. Okay, now on to World War IV. We're going for a maze down this castle level. Alright, let's see what happens now as we take on Bowser again. Gotcha, sucker! Thank you, Mario. But our princess is in another castle. Alright, going to roll 5-1 now. So we are now past the halfway point in the game. We are doing pretty good out there so far, but let's see if we can keep it up. Alright, there's a star. Alright! 5,000 points at the end of that level. We're also going to get one firework there as well. Alright, on to World 5-2. Ah, man! That Bobo just already tricked me right at the start. That was uncool. Alright, let's try that again. Okay, that's better. And thankfully there is a mushroom right here that we can get from that block to help us out against this hammer bro. Because otherwise, if it was not there, things right at the spot would be a lot more trickier. Okay, just barely survived right there against the hammer bro. That was close. But now there are more hammer bros up ahead that we gotta try to be careful with. Alright, we are safe there. And let's also go ahead and grab that mushroom. And we got ourselves another 5,000 points! Okay, now it's on to World 5-3. Ah, man, that Bobo got me there. But at least we can get ourselves another mushroom right there. Oh no! Darn it, I just lost my mushroom again. That was not cool. I gotta be careful. I think we were still gonna make it through that level in one shot, as we just got ourselves another 5,000 points. Okay, now let's go to World 5-4. Alright, we are gonna grab that mushroom, but we already lost it all because that big fireball touched us. Oh well. Alright, let's see what happens now against Bowser this time. Oh god, oh shoot! Dang it, that fireball really tricked me right there from down below. Alright, we still have 4 lives left. Alright, this time we will actually keep our mushroom here. God, that was a close one. Alright, hopefully we can do better against Bowser this time, but let's see what happens. There we go, that's more like it. Thank you, Mario, but our princess is in another castle. Alright, so now we're heading into World 6-1. And Lakitu and his Spinies are back for more. I just got a fire flower there. Yeah, nice try, sucker. Lakitu just spawned back in, but thankfully we're right at the end of the level anyway, so that didn't really matter. Alright, so we do get 5,000 points there at the end of that level. And now we're going to head into World 6-2. Oh god, I almost got hit right there by that fuzzy beetle. Alright, let's go grab a star right there. And we got another 5,000 points at the end of that level. Well done. Alright, let's head over to World 6-3. Oh shoot! I didn't quite get enough height right there on that spring. That was terrible. Alright, we're down to 3 more lives here. We gotta try to be careful. But thankfully we can get one of our lives back for collecting our coins. So that totally helps. I got the mushroom. Going back to trying to avoid those bullet bills. Alright, we're fine. And there's 5,000 points once again. And we're also going to get ourselves 6 fireworks. That is really, really nice. Alright, let's head over to World 6-4 now. Ah, darn it, that firebar kind of screwed me up there. Now that Fireflower's not going to even count because I got it when I was small, Mario, so that's only going to count as a mushroom. Dang it. Of course we get hit by one of those fire bars there. But let's see how we do against Bowser this time. Okay, we got him. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Mario. But our princess is in another castle. Alright, we're on to World 7-1 now. Oh boy, that was a close call there. Now we gotta go back to trying to be careful with those hammer bros. Oh, that was lucky right there of how we survived that. Alright, let's try to be very careful here going for that mushroom. Okay, we got it. We're good. Alright, so that's the end of that level as we're going to get ourselves 5,000 points. Alright, now on to World 7-2. And it's time to go back underwater. Ah, shit! I can't believe that blooper just ran right into me like that. But let's see what we can do with Small Mario here. I want to make sure I have plenty of room to get by those bloopers right here. There we go. Okay! We're barely gonna get through that just fine. And we once again got ourselves 5,000 points. And that's going to be 6 fireworks right there as well. That's very sweet. Alright, let's head over to World 7-3. Alright, I'll take that mushroom. Thank you very much. Another level completed, and we also got another 5,000 points. Alright, time for World 7-4. And we are going through another maze here in this castle level. Alright, let's go back into fighting Bowser. Dang it! he got me there. But we're still gonna take him down just fine. Thank you, Mario. But our princess is in another castle. Alright, we're on to World 8-1. So this is it. We're on the last world of the game here. We have a decent amount of lives with us right now, but the question is, will it be enough for us to beat it here? But we'll just have to wait and find out. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, shoot! I just unfortunately missed that star right there. That was terrible. That's where we gotta be very careful here with our jumps. Good thing I slowed down there at the perfect time. We're running out of time, but thankfully we're right at the end of the level. So anyways, we are going to get 5,000 points there, and we also do get one firework as well. Alright, let's move on to World 8-2. Gotta watch out for Lakitu